Hello, beautiful souls. I am Valeria Maritza at Healing Through You. I am an infinite being of light, and so are you. Today, I want to talk to you about something really incredible that happened for me while I was at bar class this morning. And I had this huge realization of what we as humans are carrying on, our traumas, and we are literally this ticking bombs, right? We're just like waiting for someone to say something to us, and if it's the wrong thing, we just explode with anger, with resentment, with like the thought of like they're doing it on purpose to get me, they're doing it on purpose to like hurt me. Or the opposite would be, if someone has something kind to say, that we completely just melt down and allow ourselves to feel the feelings because we have been suppressing those feelings for so long. So this is the theme of today's podcast, and I recorded the beginning of my podcast, and it's completely lost. So I'm having to just record this part again, because I recorded it 2 times, and then it just disappeared. I have no idea where it is, and so I just wanted to give you a little bit of a background of what it is. And yeah, so that's what happened. So I actually don't remember what the beginning of it was, but I'll tell you a little bit. Um, okay, so this is what happened. Last week, I dislocated my knee, and I have had issues with my knee throughout my life, but it had not happened in over 8 years. 8 years that it had not happened. So this just happened, and it brought back a lot of emotions, a lot of old wounds, a lot of like what is going on. And I realized that all of these emotions were coming up to be released from an old wound that had been trapped within my body since seventh grade, because that's when it first happened. Um, And when I started feeling that sadness, that feeling of, um, oh, this hurts, or this, it's feeling like I can't do things that I usually other people can do, because then my limbs are going to just give up. I realized that that wasn't the actual sadness that was coming through. So when it happens, obviously it hurts like hell. Sorry, but you allow yourself to cry because it hurts. Your body is asking you to cry so that you can release it. And then all of the actual reasons are coming through. And it wasn't the reason that I was crying wasn't the actual pain, or, just what happened. It was the original pain that happened all the way back in seventh grade. So this is the connection, guys. This is the connection I'm sharing, because when you have something trapped in your body, meaning it's always the same part of your body that you're getting hurt. It's always the same part of your body that slows you down. It's because you have a trapped emotion in there that needs to be released. It keeps coming up until you realize it, make the connection, and then move it out of your body. This is the thought that I had. This is what I thought was actually bringing down my emotions and my sadness and my disappointment. I thought it was all about that. But now, what I realize is that wasn't the reason. That was not the reason. The reason was the actual original trauma that I experienced while I was in seventh grade. And you might be thinking like, well, what was the experience? What was the trauma? So when I was in seventh grade, my family from Chile was getting ready to immigrate to the United States. This was all being done illegally. Obviously, you cannot just move from one country to another. And it was a huge deal. It was a big deal. We weren't allowed to talk to anyone. It was all hush-hush. I couldn't tell my friends nothing. And then by the end of the year, by the end of my seventh grade year, we were to move to the States and leave our house behind, my school, my friends, everything, our family, everything. And it was such a big impact because I couldn't say goodbye to anyone. I couldn't talk about it to anyone because it was just a big hush hush because you never knew who was going to tell on you, right? And then derail the plans. So it was a huge deal. And I didn't realize that this was such a big deal for me. And the stress of having to keep this secret and to knowing that I was going to leave everything behind so that we can immigrate to this country was so huge that I had my first trauma on my knee, dislocated, which was anyone who has issues with the knees is about flexibility, not wanting or not being willing to be flexible with what's going on in your life. And so obviously I was not willing to do that. I was really fighting it inside. I had no say in it, but that was the trauma. So when this happened now, this past week, all of those revelations came up for me, and it was a huge deal, a huge big deal to be able to put this together and to realize where it was coming from, to realize that this is the trauma, this is the same issue that keeps repeating itself throughout my life, and then to be able to work on it and release it, right? And so getting back to how I started today's podcast, which was, hey, something really incredible happened today at bar class, was that I was at bar class and, they're aware that I had hurt my knee. And so at one point, I'm trying to do this exercise and it was very difficult because my knee was hurting. And it was also taking me a long time to switch positions from one to the other. So the instructor came over to me and asked me, and she said, "Is your knee hurting?" And I said, yes. And so then she gave me a modification where I could do the part standing up. And so I did. But it was her caring demeanor, her caring attention that she came to me that made me feel like, oh my gosh, all these emotions are coming up to be released. And I just wanted to cry. And I think my eyes really got teared up, but I held it back because I'm in the middle of class. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a ticking bomb here. I am a ticking bomb waiting for that one small word of kindness, of caring for a stranger, right? This is a stranger who comes to me and is like, hey, are you okay? And all of these feelings of like, I just want to be held. I just want to cry. I just want somebody to hold me, right? All of this really strong emotions surface. And I realized that, oh my gosh, I still have not completely released this. I have not been able to cry. And this is so important because one of the ways that you can really release your trapped emotions is by allowing the emotion to be fully in your body, to fully feel it, completely feel it, and allow it to release in the way that your body wants it to be expressed. And so my body really wants to cry. My body really wants to let go. My body really wants to be able to cry about this with the knowledge that the crying is not about a hurt knee or not being able to do things now or the physical pain, but it is actually the pain of having left my home, my country, when I was in 7th grade. Talk about a huge revelation, a huge, tremendous healing that is available here right now. I am sharing this today with the support of all the angels, all the guys, everyone who's here today. I mean, they really knew that I needed this because it is so important to realize that a lot of times when we're doing things over and over, we're doing our breath work, we're doing our yoga, we're doing our running, we're moving our bodies, we're eating healthy, we're talking it out, we're writing things out, we're burning hate letters, on the moonlight. We're doing all the rituals, all the things that we are aware that we can do in order to move energy. And sometimes all we need is a caring someone to put their hands on you and offer you that little piece of grace, of love, of I got you, of holding space for you. When I work in the work that I do, a lot of times when I meet a brand new client and I talk with them, and a lot of times this happens before they become my clients, like during like a consultation, they break down crying with me. And I realized that this is what I'm doing, right? This is exactly what I'm doing. I'm a stranger. I don't know them, but I'm allowing them the space where they feel safe, where they're able to tell me and express what they haven't been able to express before. And because I'm holding space and I care about them and I'm a stranger, it feels so much stronger because it is the care of someone who doesn't know them. And so it's like that much more powerful. It's like you actually believe that this person cares for you in that moment because you don't have any doubt in your head as like, oh, well, that's my friend and maybe they're just saying that they care because they're my friend. Or that's my family and they're just saying it just because they see that that's what I need. But maybe they don't actually really feel it, right? This... You're saying like, what is she talking about? This also does happen, guys, when we have people in our own lives, like our partner or our parents or our family or our friends, and we want to talk to them about these things or anything that has happened to in their life. We doubt that the caring energy that they're offering to us is actually completely true, non-judgmental, and open. We doubt it. Because we're like, well, those are my parents. They have to like me or they have to help me or something like that, right? When it's a complete stranger who does this for us, then we allow it into our hearts in a much bigger way. And then we're really able to allow ourselves to let go and to let that just fall for us. Does that make sense? So that's what happened. This is what happened to me today. And I keep saying that it was an incredible experience because this whole week has been an incredible experience for me. Like so many revelations, so many aha moments, so much that I have shifted from my body, and it just keeps on happening. It just keeps on showing up for me. It just keeps showing me, hey, and this one too, and this too, and this too. And I'm also showing you that there's so many layers to things, right? Because I also have clients that come to me that, oh, I've already worked on, let's say, the relationship that I have with my mother. I've already done that work. And then when we start working and we get into that, it turns out that they hadn't gone that as deep. Or they are surprised that, oh my gosh, I can't believe that came up when I had already done the work. It's not that you've already done some type of work. It's that as you heal, you are able to see more. More things are being revealed to you. And you're also able to hold more space for what needs to come up. And you're also stronger and able to put things together for the things that are coming up for you to shift and heal and move out of your body. So all of this is showing up for me. All of this stuff is moving through. And the guys really wanted me to come over and talk about this. I mean, I have, and I'm feeling their support. I'm feeling that warmth, energetic hug from my guys, from everyone. It just really feels like this fuzzy, warm feeling within my body and around my shoulders. I just feel so held as I am sending this transmission to you. I'm really hoping that this can help you, that you may have had your aha moment, that you may have been able to put two and two together for you, for something that may have been showing up for you over and over. Like make those connections and see where it is that you are in fact hurt, that you haven't actually completely healed. And call in your support, call in your angels, God, your guides, your ancestors, anyone that you work with. Call upon their energy to help you see things more clearly, to help you shift things, to help you move through it, and to help you make the connections, because they're always there for you, right? Your guides, they're always here helping you, supporting you. All you have to do is ask. And so they're really here for that. And when it's something so deep like this, we need all the help that we can get. So on that note, going on, letting go, I love you so, so much. Sending you so much love from the bottom of my heart. I hope this has helped you. If you liked it, if you think of anyone that may benefit from this podcast, please share, subscribe to it, and leave a review. All of those things really help this podcast get found and get seen and heard. Send you so much love, and please check out the comments underneath. I have a workshop coming up on the March 16th, connecting with your past loved ones or your spirit guides. It is going to be a one-night workshop where I'm going to guide you down a way that you can meet with them and receive messages, and I'm going to teach you how to do it so you can do it by yourself. And guys, practice makes perfect. Okay, so it's going to be amazing. I've done these workshops a couple of times, and I've had, out of all the times that I've done it, I think I've done it like 5 times. I've had 2 people the entire time who did not get any messages or were not able to see it. And when that happens, it just means that you're not ready. There's something blocking you, right? There's like that fear of like, oh, am I connecting with something that I'm not supposed to? There's like all kinds of reasons why these things can happen. But if you're really open to it and you're ready for it, I can almost guarantee you that you will make that connection. So come join us. I'm going to drop the link underneath in the comments, not the comments, in the description of it, and you can sign up from there. Okay? Sending you so much love, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.